Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 28th, and today's slide, up here, it'll be faster, is if I open this up, your learning targets. I can evaluate and determine evidence to be used in my explanatory essay. I can finish typing the rough draft of my explanatory essay. I can use a rubric as a guide to complete an embedded assessment successfully. Go back and like the update for your attendance. You're going to continue typing your rough draft. Remember, you're going to be taking stuff from your outline and putting it into your document, which I will show you again today. And a couple things I'm noticing just with your outlines. I started looking at some, but I'm going to wait because I know they're due today, and I'll look at them tomorrow. But the few I've looked at, a couple of the things I want to point out is on your draft. So on a couple things that I'm noticing for your thesis statement right here. Okay, it says list reasons, importance of top author's opinion. But the main thing is I gave you a template on how to write a thesis here. You have to have this question in your thesis because that's what the whole paper is about. People can enhance their lives through observing and interacting with animals by, and you put your 3 reasons that you circled on your bubble map. So your circle or flame map, the 3 reasons you picked, you list them right here. 1, 2, 3. So your sentence should say people enhance their lives through observing and interacting with animals, and then you can use a different word than by. You can say because, whatever. So I'm noticing that part is missing in your thesis statement. Another thing in your outline, it says topic sentence, restate the main idea and introduces the first reason blank. There's a blank here because I want you to list what your first reason is. So when I look here and if it says companionship, that means when I'm reading your text evidence down here, your commentary, it should all be about companionship. Okay? If your third paragraph is about protection, then everything here should be all about protection. These examples, your evidence, all that stuff. So if you did not, on your outline, put your 3 reasons in the blank line up here, I need you to do that because it's too hard to figure out what your reasons. I'm trying to guess because especially when you didn't do your thesis right up here and you didn't tell me the 3 reasons how people can enhance their lives through observing and interacting with animals, it's really hard to grade your paper. So please make sure your thesis statement is correct. And again, this thesis statement again is just people can enhance their lives through observing and interacting with animals. And then you say because, by, whatever and list your 3 reasons. And then in your outline, right here at the top of paragraph 2, 3, and 4, it tells you right here there's a reason. It's a blank line. That's because I want you to fill in the blank line with whatever the reasons you put up here in your thesis. So when I go to grade tomorrow, I should be able to easily grade your paper because you have your reason here and I can say, yep, this is all about companionship. That makes sense. Okay, because this is all your stuff you're going to put into your paper that you're working on today. So if I go back to Schoology, okay, here are some examples to help you with some of your sentences. So you want to fine tune your rough draft today. Let's see if I can make this bigger. All right, I put this in both Mondays and Tuesdays, but I didn't add it on Mondays until later in the day. But here are some things to help you. So when you're doing evidence, this is just one way of saying it. You can say in the text, comma, and then you put the title, by, whoever it's by, and then the page number. Now again, if we don't know who, like if it's the movie or if it's yourself, then you wouldn't do that. Here's another way to introduce evidence. One example that supports a reason is from, and then tell us the name of it. So these things you can go back, even though you already started typing your paper, you can go back and fix these. That's why it's called a rough draft. Okay. According to the text, you write the title there, give the title and give your evidence, or the title. Sorry, that's right there for this one. Evidence goes right here. Now, when you're doing your commentary, there's a few ways you can do it. I told you about this shows that. But then now, here, let's make this smaller. This example shows, this is important because this shows that, will be the other one, it's covered up right now. But you'll be able to see it when you open it. this is important because, and the last one says this shows that. So those are some ways to tell, that'll signal when we're reading your paper, like, yep, do they have commentary when I'm checking to grade your paper? Yep, they have commentary because they use one of these three starters. I know that's commentary. It's not evidence. You're not telling me and rephrasing the evidence in your own words. I know it's your commentary. So then going back to the folder, distance learning folder, those of you who haven't started, again, your typed essay where you're going to type your paper is right in here. You open it and this will come up, and then that should show you directions here, and then here is the actual document. So you open that up. And then you're going to type your own first and last name. You're going to put what period you're in, my name, or if it's Mrs. Lau, because you're in second or third hour with her for EL. And then it says Monday, May 4th, but it should change. We should change that. The final draft is going to be due the 5th, because the governor closed school now for Wednesday, Monday, the 4th. All right, so it's a new due date. And then you're just going to start typing your paper right here. And it should be already double spaced. If it's not, you can go up here and then you can click it to double. So you'll want the actual paper to be double. So when you go down here, oh, it is double, see? Double. So make sure you have 5 paragraphs. We are going to, on Wednesday, use the Revision Assistant. So you want to be done typing it all by Wednesday. So then Wednesday you can put it in there. All right, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, please email me.